Okay, so what we want to do is locate the exact value or of square root of 3 on the number line. In order to do that, we need to locate the square root of 2. So we start with the square root of 2, and then from there, we find the square root of 3. So first, you create a segment of exactly 1, right? You create a circle based on that segment, that radius, so it has a radius of 1. Then I want to create a perpendicular line from the number line through that value 1. Now I'm going to create a segment, and based on the first video you've seen, the length of that segment is exactly the square root of 2, right? So if I create a circle based on that radius length, the radius from here to here is square root of 2, and from here to here is the square root of 2. So now I can create a point there, color it red, label it, accent slash SQRT brace to brace, and then accent the square root of 2. So now I don't need to have these. I can hide these circles here, hide these segments. Okay, so now based on hide everything. Now, based on the square root of 2, what I want to do is create another line, create another perpendicular line to the number line going right through the square root of 2, right? Create another circle that is exactly the radius of 1 but centered at the square root of 2. Create a segment from 0 to where the circle intersects the line, and guess what? The length of that line is the square root of 3. Now let's talk about that for a second. Okay, let me get my pencil. And the distance from here to here is radical 2. The distance from here to here is 1. Using the Pythagorean theorem, 1 squared plus radical 2 quantity squared equals h. And 1 squared is 1. Radical 2 squared is 2 equals h squared. That's h squared. My bad. That's h squared. So that would be 3 equals h. Take the square root of both sides. The hypotenuse is exactly the square root of 3. Now, if I create a circle with that radius of square root of 3, it'll intersect the number line at exactly square root of 3, because this distance will be the same as this distance because it's the radius of the circle. So let me go ahead and clear all and create a circle based on this radius. Okay, and then create a point here, right? Color that point orange, or I'm sorry, red, and then label it accent slash SQRT brace 3, and then close it with another. So I have located successfully the exact value of the square root of 3.